Speaking of again, me having to eat that shrimp, Nintendo is saying that they were asked again about the successor to the Switch or an upgrade or something for the future, and they said that they have no plans for anything before April 2024. So it looks like they're gonna wait it out for the entire year, and I will have to consume shellfish on the show. Um, I don't know, man. Is they're waiting a long time, right? And I totally get it. Like even if you look back at um like the DS came out, DS Lite came out like 3 years later, and then the DSi came out 3 years after that, and then the 3DS came out. And even with the 3DS, right? It came out 2012 and then 2015 or 2011. And then 2013, I think now I gotta look it up. The new 3DS came out. Um, so let's see, new 3DS. So new 3DS came out 2014. So 4 years later. No, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years later. So it seems like 3 years is their thing, right? And I know that we got the light and we got the OLED, which are kind of like those in between upgrades, right? Because the OLED, like with regardless of what the hardware inside is, right, which is the same, right, except we got more memory or more storage, I should say. Um, that screen makes a big difference. That screen looks very, very nice. So, not it's not even a half step, but it's a right step you know if you know what I'm trying to say. So, um, they should just take advantage of that and keep the ball rolling. But I mean, I totally see what they're doing. Um, they're they're just gonna roll with the device as long as they can, and you know, I think yeah, by next year that's you should like you shouldn't go over 2024 with that same hardware. But yeah, man, it looks like we'll have to procure some sea cockroach. So
Oh, sea cockroach. Oh my God. I've never heard someone refer to it as that, but that was perfect.
yep,
I mean, they are, let's be real, guys,
they
they are
are
bottom feeders.
they
Like,
are
that's
they are.
like, oh, it's seeping. Like, yeah. 2024, I'm okay with this. I'm at peace with this. Like, as much as from a hardware standpoint, you want them to do it sooner, just because there's so much limitations. And we'll talk about the AOG, the ROG, and we'll talk about Steam Deck and these things.
Yeah,
But like they need to move into a space where they're able to support some of these other games that it seems like they'll have the options based on some of the deals that they've made, business deals they've made to be able to play, right? Like you can't have Call of Duty as it stands. It'd have to be designed specifically just for Switch, and even that would just be a very drastically different experience. Nothing
yeah.
close to what it is.
Hmm.
It'd be a step backwards. I'm sorry. And like if they can move this into a place that it can compete with the ROG and Steam Deck, not because it's doing bad, because the Switch is selling better than anything else out there in the market, right? But I just think it says
Yeah.
that's it'll be game over, Obed, when it can finally support like Xbox Game Pass. Like if that becomes a thing, where you can have Xbox Game Pass on a Nintendo
Or X
Switch
Cloud or whatever.
or
Yeah,
XCloud, whatever you want to
yeah.
call it, bro, that's gonna be killer for their business. Absolutely amazing. And I think the day's coming. I think it's coming. I just think we gotta wait. They're probably knowing Nintendo, dude. They're making sure this is perfect. They
Oh
have
yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
so well with the current iteration of Switch that whatever Switch 2 is gonna be called, if it's just called Switch 2, whatever they're gonna call this thing,
Better call it a
dude,
Super Nintendo Switch.
the Super Nintendo,
It's the
whatever
obvious.
they,
Oh man, because
right?
they could because it more than likely it'll be a hybrid device, right?
Yes, has to be.
renaming it would probably not be a good idea. But like what they did again, going back to basics. So you go back to the the NES and then the Super NES. How and then I mean, we're gonna have a Switch 64 after that, but
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness.
no. But then after that, you can probably iterate into something else, or you can keep the hybrid, but at that point, I feel like you can make a sideways kind of move on that. But
We'll see where technology is at that time, anyways.
exactly, yeah, because we don't it's still too early. Like this thing is,
Yeah.
the Switch has been out, for and in April 2024 it'll be what 6 years, right?
Yeah.
2017. So, um, I mean, it's 6 years this year. It'll be 7 years, which is because very long, considering that it's underpowered.
Right.
That's the big thing, right? It's like this thing was underpowered when it launched, and it's still like
Hmm.
freaking dominated the market, man. It's ridiculous. But
That's what
no,
I'm saying. They're gonna make sure that whatever they put out is a winner. Like I think they've learned from the Wii U and all like this is running so well. They're not gonna botch it and people are like, well, at least the Switch was good. Like, no, it's gonna be just as good, if not better.
yeah, yeah. No,
Well,
that's mhm.
get ready to eat shrimp, bro.
Yeah, no.
Get,
I'll see what I can do.
get ready. I want to see
Oh
you on the show, Obed, with like literally like a handkerchief tied around your neck, a fork and a knife, and just
no, I'll make it. I'll make it easy. I'll probably just stop by Popeyes or something and grab a. I can at least pass that. It's deep fried with spices. That'll pass.
oh my gosh, bro.
That'll.
I can't wait to see this. This is
Ugh.
hey, but you know something? This is what it shows. We stick by our predictions. We don't look, Obed has had a very good track record on this show. Better than most podcasters, if I could say so myself. You
Thanks, sir.
say stuff and a lot of the stuff comes true.
It happens to
This
like in weeks, right? It's like I don't even have to wait that long.
We don't even have to wait that long, right? Um, but hey, every now and then stuff like this happens. And look, Obed was so strong about it that he said, "I'll eat shrimp on the show." And well,
This
this is gonna be some content.
this was my wait for E3. I kept waiting for E3 and nothing happened, and then I waited for the showcase and nothing happened.
Obed starts sweating. He's like, "I don't know,
I
guys."
don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm putting all these videos out there. Just no, just wait for E3.
Every time you see
Wait for the
these
Game
Popeyes
Awards.
commercials, every time you see a Popeyes commercial, you're gonna be like having PZ, like, oh, I gotta eat this. I gotta eat this.
Be like, oh no. Oh
Obed's gonna be like, oh no, oh no.
wow.
Look at the disappointment on Obed's face, guys. This is real.
Oh my god, dude.
And no, I wanted not forget the shrimp aside. I wanted it to come out this year, but man, this is something. At least he didn't say something crazier. So, or shrimp can be that bad.
Oh man. It's just that you
Yeah.
don't know, man, how much I despise shellfish. I don't.
I mean, you called it
Oh,
the sea cockroach,
sea cockroach.
la
I'm gonna
cucaracha.
like la cucaracha marina. I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to literally have to eat my words on that one, man. And that's
Oh
rough.
boy,
That's rough,
it's gonna
man.
be an event.
Yeah, man. But no, I mean, I guess a good segue is that Asus actually just finally went ahead and showed and confirmed that the ROG Ally is a thing, and apparently the device is very, very good. It's quite expensive. It's $599, but it looks very nice. It's a very nice looking device. Again, this would be a competitor to the Steam Deck, and of course the Switch. Uh, I say it's a competitor to the Switch because it's in the same, I guess, form factor, right? But we know that the Switch is on a whole different But it's
Yeah,
like there's no competition for the Switch, right? No one's
no,
no one's gonna sell their Switch, Joel, to buy an Ally.
that would be insane.
No
It's not
one's gonna.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
apples and oranges.
I'm gonna quote Phil Spencer. No one's gonna buy. You know, there's no way a PC game will be an 11 out of 10, and someone's gonna sell their Switch for an Ally or a Steam Deck. But regardless, right? If you already have and here's how I see it, right? If you already have a decent Steam library that you can take advantage of this device, then this is probably the product for you, right? Um, I only have very few Steam games, nothing too crazy, nothing that I can't play anywhere else, right? That sort of thing. Um, it's probably not for me. It looks good, yes. Looks nice, yes. Specs are good, excellent. But unfortunately, it's not the device for me. Um, I think that this is basically almost the Xbox Portable to some extent. So,
Mm. Hmm.
um, yeah, you know, it's the price is not it's not awful. It's powerful. It has really good features. Um, maybe this is something that could have Game Pass in the future, right? So, who knows? This would be an excellent part for you. But what do you think, dude?
Yeah, I'm very conflicted on this one because, like you said, I know it's not for me, but at the same extent, I recognize that it's something of value for people who do have, their Steam library and they are looking for an experience that essentially takes a lot of the stuff that you do get like on Xbox portable, right? And just your PC gaming experience portable. Um, like I made the comment earlier, right, about like how Switch could have Game Pass on and how that would be incredible. This does have Game Pass,
It does, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
right?
I
This,
confirmed that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It
like
does
that's the
support Game
thing,
Pass out of the box. Yeah,
right? Like that's something that's definitely like stands out to me. But I think that something like this, the price is what really gets someone like me because I would probably be more inclined if it was half the price. Like if it was a $300 machine, I might say interesting, might be worth picking up so I can play some of these games that I don't usually get to play. Most of the games that I play, I can play on console. I can play on what I have already: PS5, Switch, um, and I'm not really a PC gamer, so it just doesn't appeal to me. But for those who are in the community, I recognize its value. I think it's a cool offering. I'm curious, is there any non-gaming features that it has, like,
media.
I don't know,
You
it
mean like
supports certain
Netflix
apps or
or
something. Yeah. Like I'm curious like if it has anything extra outside of it
I'm
because
sure it
especially that it
does.
operates like as a Linux OS, right? Like you would think it would take advantage of, some of the other, abilities that it can do. Oh, here I see here. Netflix and YouTube, 6 to 8 hours it can run. Um
Okay.
like there's stuff like that that I wish like you could take on it and yeah, you want gaming to be at the forefront, so I'm not saying to make that secondary. But some little extra features, you're gonna pay a good chunk of change. And I'm like, you see the pictures of people having it docked and they're playing it like, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's unique. I hope that it's good for those who like it, but just not for me.
It looks nice though.
It
I
does.
gotta say it's very appealing, right? Um, me in a different time, right? This would be a very appealing device for me, but
Yeah.
not currently. And like I said, if you already have a library that you can bring over or Game Pass, right? Um, I think this is a definitely a great option. That said, Joel, what if uh what if PlayStation decides to come back and do something? Which there's rumors, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
I think
that
it's coming.
you know, but what's it gonna be? Is it gonna
I
be?
think the Vita refreshed is coming, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna come back
But they gotta
something.
be
Oh,
they gotta be competitive though. This thing's $600.
I
They
know.
it's got they have a it's got to be if they release it at 400, right? So hear me out, right? If it's a device that works with PS Plus Extra
Hmm.
that you can play all those PS4 games on,
Hmm.
or and stream the PS5 games.
Hmm.
Like so, say for example, you can play the PS4 games that are on Extra natively on the device. PS5 games are available via streaming, and you price it at like 400. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Yeah, yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah.
It's just there's a market for this. We're seeing this between obviously the success of the Switch. We're seeing these other items coming out. Like, I'm sorry, I think it'd be foolish for them. We're the bias. You had a PSV, I had a PSP. I was happy to see Sony getting into the handheld world. I want to see them come back. So
Vita is one of the most underrated consoles
yeah,
ever.
yeah, for sure.
The thing was real good. So yeah, if they sidestep all the like the gimmicks that the Vita had to put in, and they put like SD support, not a proprietary thing, that sort of thing. If they go like if they streamline it and they basically try and do again a PS4 Switch kind of thing, um,
Oh man,
I may be in on that one
yeah,
because I mean I
that could
already
be
have
good.
my library, right, that I can just download PS4 stuff,
I know,
and then if you sign up for the extra, you have all those games that you can play.
so good.
So that would be that sounds like to me it would be very very appealing. But no, I think Asus did a really good job with this thing, and kudos to them. And yeah, if you have Game Pass and you're looking for an on the go device that is not a gaming laptop, um, this seems to be a reasonable device.